tamo sa wo ha nim free wakoma so won tam sa yade nim free so won tam sa koda na nim free so no won fa won koton na David ka se me de mema mani so a kire zin obepo no esan se ho na me mo wa efri beba me bɔ mpae ema se onyankopɔn enomo na peja wuti kakra emma wuti nwofo nsanse wuti wofo mu nipa nkria na obehu no enipa de Awurade mma wuti so kakra na hwezin obepo no so na saa bepo no enkwagye soronko bi na efiri so Awurade nka ho no no mu ewo Yesu Kristo di mu. Say amen with me. Omiato maba mi global emela amen agomanya navama maba amen de agomanya navama Tamikata mi global never ma le mau sogboli sabon komo. Ewo Yesu Kristo dimo. All right, now let's go and have the highlights for this morning. Of course, I have told you that today it's a very special edition, where we Methodists welcome our head, the head of the church, the physical and spiritual head of the church is here upon us in the studio. Meanwhile, we will still not withhold the happenings in the world of news from you. The first one. Now, as the Boko conflict takes a toll on residents, government has resorted to the Lord, the king of the Asante Kingdom, Asante Ose Tutu the second, to lead a team of prominent chiefs to mediate in this matter. We thank God. Yenimsa Asante Nana Abamudie Bibia Ebeye Kama. All right. And meanwhile, political parties have been forced to suspend their campaigns in this area. Now we will tell you which constituencies have been affected in this matter. All right. Now, last but not the least, has your child been placed in the senior high school yet? Has he or she received the school of choice? Well, we have some news for you from the CSSPS. Well, Mr. Sosu of St. Peter's Secondary School, Pescoba, well, the director of the CSPPS is actually a Pescoba, and I know that he can't sleep. He releases schools out there. Sosu, onyo wo untumina. Because our children must be given their schools of choice. Well, to all those who have not heard anything, we are going to give you the details of the matter right here on this studio. Now, the question of the day. And let me say, what's up for Paul Mupong about studio? Now, so we are asking the question. Edian, and our warmer presiding. What question do you have for the presiding bishop? Will you want to encourage him? Bibi da wakoma swana. Unim so penini ene ne babe kasa ntimpa ofra kasa de kasa enhote na boko ne da fom. Anye sa misre me you free so kama. And so today we are asking the question, what do you have for the presiding bishop? What question do you have for the presiding bishop? Well, it is a fully packed morning. A morning that is tainted with agility, sagacity, and of course, a certain level of trepidation that endures to the benefit of our viewers. Ye ni mo abro ne yahwefo pese wo mo hwe no eno ana ye de bremo monim se production no aye ready a ye de bibia ebrem. Well, the part 1 and 2 ebehwiegu na ye wie the part 1 and 2 a monim se 2 ne so no osofo apia ko bi bebe, and there is Wednesday. So of course it is a Rafiki Wednesday. Asofia Piakubi will be with us, and we will delve into some selected issues. Now, beyond this, remember, we have said that the presiding bishop of Methodist Church is coming to us here in the studio. And as all be contem kra na odi for phone ikra into uti ho nyina no wi akakra hwe no wi akakra. Of course, for those of you who must necessarily go to work on time, this is going to be on Facebook, and so it will be on Facebook, so duly recorded. After work and on break, you can so ask your question. Now, if you can't ask your question directly, remember that you can go to our WTV page, our Facebook page, and post your question. Yebisaya who say, what question do you have for the presiding bishop? Of course, yeda eradia say, eye ekuku damfo ye omaso yemu, enyuma ekuku dam ye omaso yemu no. Omuguso eni ye di djuma ewo eye WTV. So well, come on ma kebe ni deni. Saying come on ma kebe ni deni. Of course, we want to thank Downwell Insurance so much. Insurance company papa wamu etimi ebwa ema insurance nyoma nyina etimi ewie pe. Methodist University. Of course, excellence, morality, and service and ye di juma on our multi-purpose campus. Enyoma aye dewo hokra se afe uko dansoman uko tema anase uko wenchi bibia ekoso kama afe kra yentu mirika enko MIPL another product of the Methodist Church. Omoboa na ye pimpam asofo ntade enti mo amohwe jacket ya mashe ya every MIPL. Afi kra na inner shirt no collar shirt no ne nyina free MIPL. Afi so kra na se ope ginger drink anomo a MIPL ana obi enkonom de oyem ebehwie. Uwia ne ye KFK Fruit. Eduane efia udidi ma ho etimi eto mepacha no pe opeduane akọ KFK na ewie eduane kra ne omo jollof no kra de edu twemu kra wanhwe ya obeka otekrama enti ya na wudi ana wenya abotare kra amame mepacha oni nyina nkamfu ano enwumre tokakra koma enkwala no multi credit edi akagina mu nanse enkwala bi kope sakawa ana omo kokọ shefu adaka mu ene edo omo kokọ shefom omawu ehefom mepacha opesika kobo besia babro ewo mukura se besia enti ewrade kobo besia nkwala na awie school na yenya ye ma ba beku school in just a week dia yen 10 level no ewo form but multi credit for ebedi yen akagirimo Barbrella clothing ono no otimi ma man tade hye na weja emema wom still yeguso chamo papa the Wesleyan Dew osofo afotonate oni osofo popsing ene omunyina omo boss the right reverend Samuel Foriacha ewo tema diocese ye mamo ache anopei ne nyina nkamfu ano ye ni gise ye beko Christian Service University ba ko ewo Kumasi a eboama entiteye ene adesua akosopa Professor Franenom ejinamu anope ye mamo ache afi ye wo hode ane ye ko Piptest Institute ba ko etimi hwe adwene mu ma adwene yade etimi eko kama afi so kra no the new kid on the block Freeman Methodist Guest House ope baby ada baby a ubetimi ada na ho ato usum ye so osonda ye pa empa woda so empa ne wo so cheke enso so a wudware nso hye na mpa apomu afi kra no na wada homache na ya froze sorry ne koye devotion but will your anchor hold in the storms of life eno na obetimi enya sa Methodist nwom ne bi etie Freeman Methodist Guest House o hwehwe o mechira kwan ya fo ani kire Kumase so am run about na onam tafo kwan opposite Wesco won say Freeman esi wo kama aboafo na ne yeko aboafo yedamase eburu yedamase akuronto yedamase ebi mra biem onyankopon hyramo na bibia enye kama ewo Yesu Kristo dimu afi wo so a wo hwe me anopei a ene woni mi tu anamon yebetu anamon no pa still edin no ensesa yosofo Adzika agbamanyanie anlo de hyepa ana megyina ha me pa cho migusu ejinamu kontenkro independent candidate ana na watwe nyina medebro me se eyabato ne yeto a fa okokro mutie ni team nche emfa team memoma so wonya ne dam ye twa ye ho aba ye ba bibia abaye kama see you soon.
Do you need quality and professional ministerial attire? Be it cassock, clerical shirts, stoles, preaching gowns, preaching bands, wedding gowns, and sanctuary vestments, then your best destination is a Methodist Investments and Properties Limited, MIPL. Individuals and churches can also contact MIPL For their African wear, both male and female, curtains, church or institutional anniversary clothing, Friday wears, mufflers, diaries, liturgy books, souvenirs, badges, Lacoste and t-shirts, among others. MIPL produces natural fruit juice such as ginger, pineapple, mango, millet, banana, as well as specially prepared ginger powder to boost your daily vitality. MIPL Property Management is also available to both individuals and corporate institutions in managing your property and providing investment solutions. Locate MIPL office at the Grant House inside Adabraka, Accra for your businesses at affordable prices, or call us on 0242 122 787. If you are looking for an office space which is spacious with a car park, 24-hour security, standby generator, then look no further. The Grant House building is up for rent and is located adjacent the Holy Spirit Cathedral, Accra. Call us on 0242 122 787.
Hooray! The Methodist University College Ghana has received a presidential charter to become Methodist University Ghana, the prestigious university that delivers quality education to empower you to become an all-round scholar in developing academic excellence. Is calling on suitably qualified persons for admission to postgraduate, undergraduate, diploma, and certificate programs and courses in nursing, educational assessment and evaluation, guidance and counseling, psychology, economics, HRM and management studies, marketing and supply chain management, communication, IT, accounting, social work, ports and shipping management, PhD in education, and many more. Take advantage of our 30% discount on fees for all 𝗦𝗎𝗍 candidates and discounts for all Methodists on all programs at MUG. We have campuses in Dansoman, Tema, and 𝗦інші, which run day, evening, and weekend sessions. Mature entrance exams are also available. Admissions are ongoing and are done in January and August every year. For inquiries, call 0558 309059 or visit mug.edu.gh. MUG, the rich brand. METHUG, we have the zeal to educate.
KFK Foods is an award-winning world-class restaurant with over 10 years experience in both local and continental dishes. We render services for parties, cafeteria services for schools and hospitals, individuals, corporates and institutions, as well as groups who want to treat their partners to delicious meals and services. We have all local and international dishes including banku with tilapia, fufu with light soup, fried rice with grilled or fried chicken, assorted fried rice, fish with chips, noodles and spaghetti, pizzas, pastries, shawarma, beef and chicken sauces. All kinds of breakfast baskets in Accra. Locate us at the Ambassadorial Enclave on the first floor of the Wesley Towers at 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. from Monday to Saturday. In Tema, locate us at Community 25 Annex, where the event center is located at 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. from Monday to Sunday. For all orders, call us on 0244 637647 or WhatsApp us on 050 33171153. KFK Foods, you deserve it.
Good morning again. The name is Osofo Adzika Vincent Agbamanya. Of course, standing in for my sisters who are on a short leave. Well, it is 𝗟𝗓𝗏. Of course, 𝗟𝗓𝗏 is proudly sponsored by the Freeman Methodist Guest House, the only guest house where Methodist hymns are played. In the morning when you are looking for warm water, you don't need to go to the kitchen or the pantry and ask for warm water. And once it will be a shower, no, a call pipe on anwa, in sushi, and then me patron panumu yedene, a toti anyho, a tefre bako kra anyho. enya fe na okofre manager tefre atotia ekura. You don't do that. Freeman Methodist Guest House. It's a product of the Methodist Church Ghana. Show me chira kwanya. Eye tafo kwan so do swame runabout wa odi weni echire se woko tafo no opposite Wesco na uko eho. All right, so we are going into the stories on www, and the first story: parties suspend campaign over Boko's conflict. All right. Now, so 3 parliamentary candidates within the 6th constituency of the Boko enclave in the Upper East region have suspended their political campaigns, citing the renewed crisis in the area. The New Patriotic Party MPP parliamentary candidate for Boko Central and 𝗟𝗜𝗍𝗲𝗿𝗲 and Alali and Dr. John Kingsley Kuguru, respectively, the National Democratic Congress NDC candidate for Binduri, Isifu Mohammed, announced their action following the return of the violence in the area. Now, according to them, the current situation in Boko required attention, and it was critical to prioritize the safety of the people in the area because of the growing tension. Now, in the interim, I have suspended all party activities until the government takes a decisive decision on the ongoing acts that have the potential to threaten the peace and security in the area. And this is what Dr. Kurugu has said in a statement. Ashefona ye sha sen eye bokon sensem enra ye kan ho asem bebre na eye mrahye bedwam a ye na yetimi atoaba na enipa bi akwa ho eno ho ntoabo ana ibibu akwa ba ne se enipa miensa bi a omu gina se ye nto so aba no mu ntimi nko mrahye bedwam a womu nyina no womu edwosuo eni womu asreye ewo eye Boko na ye kan eye Boko Central Zebzela ana ye kan omo ho asemi omo mrahye bedwafo no omo aka se nya de omo betimi ato aso na omo akwa ntoa esane se de ekoso ewo Boko no enye asemo wakra na omo ntumi emfa enipa kra eni agro ntimi mfa enipa abrabo eni agrosa enti womo adwene se eni ento abo no wamudi ebe konkon ho na aban etimi ye bibi fa ho de a na oma bomoden na afa ometimi atoa ento abone so enti se ekobane saade na ye tumirika akọ de etoa so eno yeguzu ejina Boko. Government request Asantehene to lead the mediation of the Boko conflict. Of course, we know that the Boko conflict is purely a chieftaincy agitation, and in this agitation the Asantehene has been giving a role that he does best. Well, of course, the Ministry of Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs has appointed Asantehene Otumfuo II, along with other prominent chiefs, to mediate the Boko chieftaincy conflict in the Upper East region. Now, the chieftaincy minister, Stephen Asamoah Boateng, stated this move is a strategic one in addressing the long-standing dispute in the area. Now, he added that security agencies are actively managing the situation, while the mediation delegation is also preparing to facilitate the discussion between the two traditional leaders vying for the Boko throne. Ashefo na ye to aso no eye wosoafo a wohwe ahenie ene wosom ahodo sososo ewo Ghana ha owura Stephen Asamoah Boateng ayefre no Asabi wono ana odi nsem aba betudwa se omakọ nana eye wotumfo ote kokoso nananum nyina ena na so opemso akọ kachire opemso so opemso wo eye wo hene poprokra a wo kasa etimi eduru badwam te yesre omoden na eye ahenie nsam menteme ho ase ekoso wo Boko no ohenie koti tinam na eka ebimaye na ensam a ekoso no yentimi mpe ne pomasibere eno ana akoba ne se omako wo hene anase etimi edibi akwakoto n'animu ye gidi se opemso so besom na wetimi esan se waye bida anano na eye gonja nsensem timi kotena mu etimi ye ya ama dagbon sese etuma fa ne ntuma fa efra inim se opemso de okọ nsem mu a wo ye den bibi ebesi ukuma pemu a apem beba asante kotoko de hye piesie ana yede asemi aba betu na nwenim se nana abde wose ebeyoyo nana piao won kwaso afena ye to aso no we want to quickly to story number 3 where the Right Honorable 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 is also cautioning a group of people. Now who are these people? Now, the Speaker of Parliament, the Right Honorable 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, has emphasized that the legislature is a vital institution in government. According to him, the House should not be taken for granted as it serves as the mirror of Ghana's democracy. He said these are the commissioning of the Job 600 building in Accra on Tuesday, 29th day of October. If the people are to benefit from democratic governance, it is the parliament which is the mirror of democracy. That is the focus that should be strengthened. Now, because apart from lawmaking, it is parliament that has the only function of oversight, and it is parliament that should ensure that our collective effort in terms of energy, in terms of resources, in terms of trust is appropriately applied to the benefit of everyone, he said. Now, here to us, the Right Honorable 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 ono eneda mrahwebedwafo nyina ano wono ana wotimi ema ni dua so edebo table so pan a wo se order na obia ayedin kura wotimi kasa tena ase ana se masha yini firi ho na yeyi ne firi no ana okoye amane bi edi twa ahomom esane se Kwame Nkrumah dan bi o sha ase efre Job 600 no afi ana yetimi ewie bibia de obroni beka ne se commissioning no yetimi apa hontoma kama ensentrofo nyina etimi ekone yesusu ye koye no ensem kakra wo pone ede kire yen na yede tumanimu eno ana Right Honorable kasa no se amanfo mrahwebedwamdwuma yedi no montoto nasio montoto nase esan se ye kaka bi maminka bi pa mamudia na the House of Parliament mrahwebedwam womudim tintimai pa esan se womo na mra enti se mra no womo ye na mra etochia de a enye mra papa ebetimi ama omanfo eho aham enti duru ba bi a ombenya asomdwe na omanya periperi yo etimi de aye dwuma womo ye enti obi amfa nidie eni wobuo a ese etimi edema the House of Parliament no obia intimi emfa emmawom. All right, so if you are there na fe ye call UTAG for esoso ewo assembly emmaye. Of course, we know what has become of the Galamsey strike by the UTAG. Now, UTAG is saying that they are holding their guns down. Now, let's go into the full remit of the story. The University Teachers Association of Ghana has officially called off its strike, which was launched to protest the severe environmental and social impact of illegal mining, locally known as Galamsey, across the country. In a press release dated the 29th day of October and signed by UTAG President, the Professor Mahmudu Akudugu. Now, the association announced the decision to suspend the strike, describing it as a difficult but necessary choice. UTAG emphasized in a statement that it remains committed to advocating for effective measures to address the illegal mining crisis and reiterated its resolve to continue pressing for meaningful, lasting solutions to protect Ghana's environment and communities. Suspending the strike was not an easy decision, as we recognize the importance of the cause we are advocating for. We understand that this may disappoint some members of the public, and we do not take their confidence in us lightly. However, the current circumstances in the country, as well as the interests of our students and their parents, guardians, have made it necessary to explore alternative legal avenue to address this critical issue. Now, to us on UTAG University Teachers Association of Ghana, wotitire wada no na Professor Ekuku Dampa, no Professor Mamudu Akudugu, wano ano de assembly aba betu dwa na nse ye nyina ye hu se abra organized labor womo adwene se womo ebeko strike no womo san sesa woma no na ekoba se UTAG for the ombeka se an organized labor ye nyina na ye se ye ko strike na den na mo de ma ye se munye bi ye de ebe gina mu pa na mpa omo de ose ye yo egina mu den eno ana nipa bi ba yo so mo ye silent majority womo no ankanyo omunia omo mpeso omo beko eno ye twe no ana mpanifo akase twe ma mentwe ene makora ebo na ekoba ne saade a na eyese yetimi ehwe esukufo ye nkwada ene wo mawofo soso eyo na abeda wo so se nkwala wo fie edidi eda enko baabi ese nkwala etimi ko no mukoko suade no ana Professor Mamudu edi akase ye hwe sa neoma we nyina ye dene eye de ne pa senka ye beka se ya to ntesu kokko pa to fom asan de ya no fa ye ntimi enye se ya professor for nanso abanesa enti ese eyo na ese ye kata yeni na strike ya strike ye timi epepa no kra na ye san ko suku mu na ye kokko kirade na ye bepe kwan foforo so ejina mra so na ye timi edi ayo de ese ye timi yobia na bibia ewie peyo omo say omo nye womo adwene se womo ba no ma ba bejai se womo nkasa enkyira aban omo bekosoa na omo ne aban akasa se ekoba ne saade anafe ye de yeni ekyire de etoaso kra na de etoaso ni nyina ene se eye ensohwe ya kyro ewo Ghana ha eye BECE eno ho asem ana yede bro. And so there is the final extrapolation of the statistics of our children who wrote the BEC. Now the Ghana Education Service has announced that it has started the 2024 computerized school selection placement system CSSPS for the year 2024 BECE. Now, the service in a statement on Monday, 28th October said the selection process is still ongoing as some 94%, representing 521,088 students have been placed. Now, out of the 563,339 results received from WAEC, GES said 553,155 candidates have qualified for their placement. Now, this therefore extrapolates to 80.93% who have automatically received their placement. To us na Ghana Education Service womo ana omo de ababe to dwa se esukufo a omo twero BEC omo results no aba kra no afei suku a womo ankasa so omo beko no se de obi atototo ano na ye hwa bebre na no enti no omo ka se 80.93% de ade a obi a enya baabi a ye de no akwakoto enti womo beko St. Peter's beko ana afei so womo a omo so omo benya foforo no so akono mo so mo benya foforo akono sa wo so nya TV so tena na wabo usuku di na sede be ya wetimi abaso eno ene asem ba sede tie bia no yenya ye ko St. Peter's no so ye ko na omo di tudwa senti awofo nyina entai mu chuku nya nipa ni nyina na enya o musuku no ba do mo pa kire se wo a wantimi enya usuku na yem place wo no ubetimi akọ wo mo placement center ho na afi wakọ na ye wo schools bi ho na afi wa ye self placement enti awofo no bebre na amoma enya school no mamunsu kura mo benya bibia etimi ahwe amanioma ni nyina akọ kama. All right, and so ending with my last story, I am setting off through the eastern corridors of this country, through to Togo and crossing the border of Benin into Nigeria. A rather sad one, of course. Now, there is a purported strike in the city of Lagos, and I read, all right, not only Lagos but the entire Nigeria do. Now, universities across the country, especially those owned by the federal government, were yesterday shut down by non-academic staff under the urges of Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities, SANU, SSANU, and the Non-Academic Staff Union of Education and Allied Institution, NASU. Now, the action followed the decision of the national leaders of the two unions to call their members out on indefinite industrial action following the alleged failure of the government to pay them for months of their salaries withheld during the 2022 strike by university workers. According to figures from the National Investors Commission, NUC, about 2.1 million students studying in the universities would be affected by the strike. After for na ye toaso na ye die wie kra no universities ahodo a ewo Nigeria alatamamu na akwakoba ne se a teacher for mo ho ene womo soso a womo hwe na omaye ntotoye ewo office ahodo aye from administrators no omaye omadwene se womo atnas ya womo nye adwuma the friend strike no isa ne se afe 2022 womo call strike ama bosome binom no womo anko adwuma nti aban ye se ene ne a wanye adwuma no woni di enti no aketua ye ntua mo no ana yaba afe 2024 mu a womo ka kira aban se aban ye sika oje efiri yensem afe 2022 mpacho fa ya de man one farmer yen adekire ne yenkonko kire nti ye ka no Nigeria alatamamu soso no a teacher for ene womo a womo hwe school pon so enkanka aban esuku a federal state no womo aye womo adwene se enya ade a wombeko akokire oma ade bi. All right, now if this is the end of the happenings in WWW, then of course we turn our attention to the papers. And so what are the papers saying? Well, straight away we go into the first paper in my hand, and it is the Daily Graphic. And so from the front page of the Daily Graphic I go. Now, government urges ceasefire in Boko and imposes curfew and deploys security. Government PSWU signs 3 conditions of service agreement. And of course, 447,698 students placed into SHSs and other institutions. It has the photograph of the Honorable Minister of Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, the Honorable Stephen Asamoah Boateng, aka Asabi. Now, from the Daily Graphic, I go to the Daily Guide, and from the front page of the Daily Guide, it has a reverse decision on vacant seat, Speaker 2SC, of course, the Supreme Court. While it also has the picture of the beaming smiles of 𝗟𝗏𝗘, and the paper is reporting that 𝗟𝗏𝗘 has kicked the bucket, of course, has joined her ancestors. Baumia is my ideal successor, Nana Addo Dankwa says so. VIP shakes Accra. Now, don't politicize a Boko conflict, Chieftaincy Minister says so. Now, straight we go to the Ghanaian Times, and the Ghanaian Times is reporting similar incidents as purported in the other newspaper. So now to the Ghanaian Times. It also has the photograph of the Honorable Minister of Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, and he says, stop politicizing Boko conflict. Asamoah Boateng admonishes politicians. He has the photograph of the former president of this country, His Excellency John Mahama, and he says Mahama calls for truce in Boko conflict. All right, to the New Finder, the next newspaper. The New Finder, of course, is reporting on the economy, and it says economy to achieve 4 to 4.5% of growth by this year, and this is what Professor 𝗟𝗍𝗘 is projecting. Now, this full story can be read from the page 2 insert of the New Finder. Well, of course, Ghana faces potential power crisis over Asogli Sonon shutdown. All right, let's turn our attention to the Daily Post as a new paper in our hands right now. All right, so now to the Daily Post. Akufo-Addo fears accountability, hesitant to hand over power, and this is what Mahama is saying. 𝗟𝗑𝗩𝗘𝗿𝗃's death, EC suspends presidential ballot printing, reopens a nomination for the GFP, of course, 𝗟𝗩𝗘's own political party. Well, to the Greenface Chronicle is next here on our list of papers. Now, Lands Commission officers charged with money laundering. Injection notice filed against funeral of Nyamfeku Inyaku II. Right, so it also has here Iris celebrates prestigious ranking at Ghana Club 100. This is what the Chronicle is reporting right now. Now, of course, 3 billion is lost to graft in Ghana annually. Crusaders against corruption. This is from the Chronicle. All right, so let's turn our attention to the Ghanaian Observer. Well, Dr. Bawumia is right there in your shot. Bawumia pledges monthly stipend for chiefs. EKK Charity Foundation donates educational materials to Shaboba community. An election 2024, Bawumia confident of resounding victory. Of course, UTAC suspends their strike. Now, to the publisher, they say hide nothing and fear nothing. Now, Toshi says Bawumia is a unifying figure for Christians and Muslims. Now, car falls in river as 5 people are killed. Now, let's turn our focus to the Daily Dispatch. And the Daily Dispatch we go. We have restored lost livelihoods through cocoa rehabilitation. And this is what NAPO is saying. Of course, the running mate for His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who is standing as the presidential candidate for the New Patriotic Party. And this story can be found in the page 12 insert of the Daily Dispatch. Well, GH schools 10 years of impactful education. Well, 10 years impactful education. Ghana Business Awards, MPAs. Dr. Abdul Hamid is Public Sector Personality of the Year. All right, now to the Metro Lens. Dr. Nick Danso Ejay wins 3rd consecutive Entrepreneur of the Year. And again, the story can be read from the page 10 insect. UGMC doctor denies police access to Bishop Salifu Amuakon's son. Page 3. Now, Kate Ghana Limited makes impressive entry to Ghana Club 100 awards as a 2nd ranked in telecommunication. All right, so to the last paper this morning, of course, let's now make entry, of course, a triumphant entry into the world of children today, being a Wednesday. The junior graphic now here in my hands. All right, so breastfeed babies to fight infections, and this is what Dr. 𝗟𝗡𝗍𝗏 is urging mothers. Breastfeed babies to fight infections. All right, so it has some impressive photograph of a group of cadet members of a certain school, and if you get this paper, you will be able to read the entire story. All right, so this will be the end of what we have from you from the papers. Let us now turn our attention to the word of the day. W. Lena, let's go. All right, so the word for the day is loquacious. 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 Well, you can put it in a sentence. Osofo Apiakubi was more loquacious than the host. That is Okasadama. Okasadama. All right, so you can put it in a sentence right now. Loquacious. Loquacious. Obrofu isa usika kuresa. So obrofu isa. And so please make sure that you all update your dictionary as we bring you the word of the day every morning. It is a pause for me now. Of course, the name has not changed. This year, Adzika Vincent Agbamanya. See you soon. We will be back for part 2.
This is the Freeman Methodist Guest House Limited. It is a luxurious and comfortable guest house in the heart of Kumasi. Our guest house features a range of modern and spacious rooms, each with its private bathroom and amenities. Our guests can enjoy various on-site facilities, including a restaurant, conference halls, event center, spacious car park, CCTV cameras, lifts, generator, and many more. We are conveniently located opposite the Wesley College of Education near the Swami Roundabout in Kumasi and are easily accessible by public transportation. We look forward to welcoming you to the Freeman Methodist Guest House Limited. Contact us by telephone 050-650-8591 or 050-650-8592, or you can email us at fmghlghana@gmail.com or use our website www.fmghotelghana.com. Freeman Methodist Guest House, where serving you is our delight.
Don't call me, oh, don't call me. Ghana for Methodist Asafoma. WTV Enyamfienu 5 years. Hooray! Na enam emfienu mafidida. WTV ADNT. Or yet don't call me promo. And it says, Sawoya Ghana ni now wo business. And adwuma ko bia wo pese obo ho dawura. WTV say, ye ba betwa adwuma ko no anaso wadwa ton de no. Ya bo ho dawuro na wotwe mienu 2 weeks at the amount. 1,000 Ghana cedis per awbetua. We eye kwan a WTV efa so e de ada wase say. What time the chi ama dum pempenso a ene wadri. Sa promo ye de no so me kakra eda ya edimu. Ya no nti mo amu nnwuma ko a mo pese mo bo ho dawuro no. Muntutu mrika na momrai. Fred WTV. Na ne penfo ni nkomo emfa don komi promo yi ho 0593 110733 and our WhatsApp 0256 253461. WTV, reaching out to the world.
Ahwefo yema yeho akwa babiem de roso ana yewe se adechi na moja edi afurusane ewo yemu na nana esma yene a nana ne soma no a wode soma no ye de ye asomafo de oka kire ya ne se yenko bo dewru nti dewru no ye de ofan edi kan no na abro se ofan etoso no so ye de bra. So it's time to deliberate on about 4 to 5 of the stories that we read to you from part 1. Well, to do this with us this morning is, of course, our Wednesday discussants and analysts. Of course, it is a Wednesday, so it's a Rafiki morning. Rafiki, Methodist for dia. Inti ubia obetimi ayena adwene se obedom ye bibi kakra no na wetimi ede ato eye Rafiki nim amaye account ni mu ama ye ni beje se obetimi ayene sa kra amaye. All right, so good morning, our brother and our friend Osofo Dr. Apia Kubi.
Good morning. I know what to say.
Say Yesu ti asedi. Yesu ti asedi. Bibia be ye kama.
Of course, I said no me trago. I'm already know about Rafiki. See, a chair Rafiki for you na. A chair and Karana see I'm in my paying for. And Chebiana mo brain wedding invitations. Can I move back to car off? Now, as I near Kano, Rafiki people say sometimes they get some money unexplained. So your bumpire say, wow, you can be part of those who give those money.
Alright, you better irradiate say ashafo ye de too many more moye emayen. Na ye better mo ase yentimi enda mo ase emmoro so. Na de beka e de atato ni se onyame a ohwa komomu no na onim de maye wo kokua mu no onu nyankopon no on bless one yeda mase so for nti ye kwa na ye beko minim so obechia 1 or 2 bia na
mechia as today presiding is coming ye be hwe ni gidi presiding be I will be most reverend prof ye chiao. I've been following him very strongly on social media. Honestly, been posting some short messages. One thing
say
that
agrono so ya mo anyway chia na ya nka anyway chia say agrono.
One thing that of course he already knows. Say there's we the both the backslided Methodists and the non-Methodists, we have a very high expectation on him. And of course, we believe, say, those that he will take the church to the next level.
Another level.
Yeah, because the Bible says we will grow from glory to glory. But some Methodist Central Region generally, but more specifically from a background part or to Abrodunko. I was there last week. So last week, it was because of that I went to speak for Methodist LA primary and secondary school. One and A and B. It was very interesting. The children enjoyed. I didn't know said meeting me and akomatch and so I was with me. And so and then I come on name, but Friday. Because I miss this program, I don't want to miss it for anything. I just say, and you know, I'm grateful for the leadership at Central Region, specifically abroad, because Friday I'll be going there again. Finally, wouldn't behind the scene, but formally now, this time they say me co TV so I may have Dominion invest in Tomisu.
Okay.
I have a Dominion Theological Seminary and produces some more here.
One the mouse
both my papa, the Archbishop, and also Bishop James, because now I've been formally appointed as the dean for the seminary.
Okay.
And open best seminaries in Ghana. Of course, definitely we will talk about Trinity.
Okay.
You see, but some of you are not even qualified for Trinity near Adena. Mumra, Papa Yoti, or then I remember one from time to time. I think I'm also not tasting the goodness of the Lord. So the American now.
All right, yeah, that's it. In the end, kind enko a year as someone da eponoso number 1 boko ana ye rei. It's an say boko and say me amane homene so since last week ya kan say cry there akoba ne say curfew ana ye de ato boko for so omoda no nsia no ma sorry no nsia anopa na akoba ne say eye mrashebedwafo a wo mo bontoa e wo ho no wo ma yo madwene say da bi ye ntimi mmowura eye kuro nim isan say de di kan omanfo no womo ankasa enkwa ana afi yeso so yenkwa osofo asemi hu ni say
I hope say no more monkwa no more dey shengofo no more yanka because politicians they always think about themselves first. Okay, the kind boko problem I say etwa I down na ya e crew down na ya enwie but aso akata we need to really believe God for a permanent solution. If God can do what he did in Rwanda, we believe, which is a nation, how much more place like Boko. But says that the Rwanda situation now, Kagame was able to solve the problem because he put politics aside. And well, because he was more of a benevolent dictator, and you know, and maybe ultimately or the NECI for no aye. Then now I meet a security expert. Be now or casted. Boku situation no. See jaima free politicians in some near the masoja for. I check crabosome it will be solved permanently. But politics in India, see again, a acquire politics is and it's like for politicians, and I say we say the NDC politicians, the Omoka is actually different from what MPP politicians are saying. Now the NSA the same colors, being MPP, NDC, Nantokwana, Ayesa. To me, the empire na maybe say, and can you remember Nanka almost 2-4 beko Nanka. But it wasn't the one that the 2-4 went before.
No. And no, Gunja and says Dagbon.
And also it looks like it's pretty much solved.
No, it's solved. It is solved. It is solved totally.
So I say you both
to the 29 no 2.
Yeah, so Odaroma. Where the 29 na
well, also for I think it will be a good approach. Esan is any security expert kasa habit on an worker say enya dia asemi wonu hu se ye ne yesan se de bia ne ama politician fo no hwire di kan na se de ye no saa ne ye no onu gidi se fa approach fofora enti we de opemso na nkasa kwotena ekonyum one kuruma no adehye no ahemfu mienu no na ekwa kasa well wo hwe abakosemu I think all of them claiming legitimacy to the throne ewo mo nemu makwese ho na beba ansa na akwaba enti akoyese enna baako ne ye moma na afi wo matrea no mababa be different enti se saade ye nyina ye maami asase ye nyina ye gya asase nemu hwan na eba na ase hwan na ye apeni ana hwan na ye oketwa wo na politicians so etaye chiri enti akwakoye party A any party B
enti media empire na me boni say anka ye putting into politics anka ye president and a prime minister ten say bia anka emom nya in such a way say two of them are more or less co-equal and that say nuanom no nka omunni ade mom nanka omuntimi emma what do you call this one? Before I say sorry ewo bank account no na nya ba akofo kwa na sign nke bia mumie no it will make a declaration before it will actually foster unity between two of them that will actually trigger down. The Bible says it's like an ointment in the head of Aaron that ran down through the beard even to the skirt of his garment, and there the Lord command his blessing. So for them to experience the blessing of the Lord, it starts from the head of their Aarons that will run through their beard. So many beard, and run through the beard, even going down to the people. Because what's your problem here? Ultimately, assume you know and assassinating the money. So we pray said the Abi we all agree that they should do something. They should do something.
Well, say na Kobana Sadia the politicians who are purported to be behind the conflict almost as say they can't even go and campaign in Diakoye uhinted uechi the story is appearing well. We sympathize with the situation
and the only was awful. Sometimes we have to check our hearts. At least I'm talking about me. I'm telling you the way not to be cynical with politicians. But a man say omuntimin campaign because of their continue. To be honest with you, manage kakra. Because also you come for bonnet now shall control na bibi ba also be count I almost speak Philippine language. It means that a normal politics na no oman here no one be pam when David couldn't deal with the situation of Absalom. The Bible says that it actually took him out of his house. Nyamene boa no and Absalom wu ye no timeye. Into sometimes a dear be bana one confront na one answer one confronting ye. It's just a matter of time now to take you out of your palace. Just have taken them out of their campaign. Of course, by this time they wish they will be campaigning. The campaign because when so be winning krana. What about you? Because when say Ghana politics now, and yet for you to win keko, but for you to win for your presidential candidate. And now sometimes in the bone of contesting they want to know say atuoma sebi no empire na me will say with their greatest of respect to them no mo fensu enyansa no mo say yentimi nya bibia politics say me hu obi a wanoa politics sinanima odida.
Well ntina ekoba ne saade a de yede ato otumfo ye nana animu ne se di otimi ye pa ye nim se otimi eye pa eboa say nanade nano to asemu na adwo brew aba into openi wo fia ye ni binie. And so I mean to the second how will you see for mediation is ebekoye looking at the kanfa abuduni and danifo
onim say enyo otu for keke but Ghana nyamiadom ya hemfo no they have been trained when it comes to conflict resolution. I mean, so much Kofi Annan Institute there, but they are very good with conflict resolution. And sometimes otumfo because of sometimes a sentiment or debility. And then St. Peter's for the NB because of the debility, you know, sometimes no be cancer. I say, be the many atunim, be the near to him. Because of say, I know dinner any omoni tunenim, we really believe strongly, say, it's going to be effective. Send here, or city, and then this thing there, I think Abudu, I never thought that it will be solved like how it has reached. So your bumpire say, if he had been able to run with horses, he should be able to run with men. And as I trust him, if he be able to handle the one at Abudu and Danny one now. You
should be able to handle
because so many and for one way or the other, and you know, your bumper is 2 4.
All right, Ashafo, can you fear some Nanso's one who to Ubafono na ujina bontin na wo kan akoye se di ujina nchen so say wo hwe de wo kan nyina na dajo ka say wo fie nye. Well, this news item on Boko has been carried through to the Adzika media station, and it is not a good reportage for the entire country, Ghana, at all. Ntimumienko Adzika ni nkuti di omo kanfa Boko ensensemi ho.
Demanding an end to killings in their town. The protesters say they no longer feel safe in Quarcoo. The violence has brought life in the trading town to a standstill. Ghanaians are calling on their leaders to take action.
So the killing in Quarcoo is very bad. The killing in Quarcoo is very bad. The killings in 𝗟𝗏𝗏 is also very bad. They are imposing a curfew in Quarcoo, but there should also be a curfew in 𝗟𝗏𝗏.
The government has deployed extra security forces in the area, and a nighttime curfew has been imposed. Quarcoo residents say that's not enough.
Because what is happening here is the same thing that is happening in 𝗟𝗏𝗏. They put them under curfew, but they said they will never obey the curfew. In Quarcoo too, we will not obey the curfew.
It's not the first time that ethnic violence has broken out over who should be the area's traditional leader. Local officials say dozens have been killed in the area in the past 3 years. The latest conflict started after a disputed traditional leader came to Quarcoo.
On Thursday, state security were able to move in 4 pickups, black pickups, and brought 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏 safely to Quarcoo. And that is where the conflict started. That is where the unrest started. And as we speak, close to 50 people are dead.
And as troops patrol the town, Quarcoo residents hope they bring a lasting solution. Hamza Muhammad, Al Jazeera.
All right, so this is what is happening. The Al Jazeera was in town and they took their cameras to Quarcoo, as we do here in WTV, and they decided to capture the nuances of this rather disturbing conflict. But you see, the fact is that if somebody who is not part of you is telling your story, he tells it according to his own emotions and how he wants it represented. Inti baby ayibu say obi esa akapoma na sa asa no enyo no asa wo besa so ne to esa wo chia no wo chia ne pa that is what is happening right now. So you would have appreciated that some of these pictures would have been censored. But everything is right in the public. That's not what we want. And if the people in Quarcoo are watching us, for which we know they do watch WTV every year, inipa na ewu no inipa na ye kunkum enuanom asem ne ye kan you say ye nyina ye te oman no yenim say opemso e de ose be yoyo na onyankopon amma otumfo ahoɔdene na watimi akɔakɔtena ase na yetimi aka nsɛmi ama bibia wie pray. Also, this is not good news.
No, not at all. In fact,
well, I think we must also apologize to our viewers for the rather disturbing pictures and opay share. Do baby see a can na yetimi chirichiri mu inti na ya ne ye ne se ne ehu de ntu obi ewo boko a enya somdue kra enya somdue ti yenyina yemfa mpaebo asafo no ayenkanka method asafo mo yemfa mpaebo entai boko echi na sorry baba ko friend no so okọ boko no say ini nipa ne nkrofo no mo ko mo pe they are the only people in church apart from just about some few people from the book one be kwa sorry ko etuo na etutu etu na etutu so
and intina sometimes no ka ntokwa besi ye hwe ni yo especially before I share nkom fa ntokwa besi na ntokwa besi ten because ntokwa si awa sorry no untimi nya bie mo
the offering bowl
the offering bowl beba Methodist TV oba winchine entino I am society because one problem actually though is a chieftaincy issue no it also have a land dispute connotations.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh definitely.
That as I say obenya no mo dia ye omo info any ade no and also so it's of course
it's purely you see I me who in two fronts. It is really into but it's not in our remit right now to discuss what really is good, but it's always being in two fronts every other matter. You see, eti ye bompa ye se onyankopon ebeboa na adwobrewa ba ano de ye de ano kasa nipa enwu ye de ano ndi e fa na ano baba ye nipa enwu but say tuo pa ye de kasa de ba miss somebody would die. All right, so let's move to the House of Parliament and also hear from the Speaker of Parliament in someone Oka commissioning the Job 600 building after all those years Otufo and Walker said mrashe bedwuma die ayedino ejuma so enti ma mrashe bedwafo montoto na sekra enti Babin the all council so ni
me offer why die in fact for me Babin has really handled this very wisely.
Well, to the contrary, others are also saying he is really not handling it well.
Oh, the Bekan said, he should bow his head in shame. Because you be and a Babian Yinimno, and it Mr. Tutujegu, and oh, yeah, now you saw the emotions in Bema. Uncle are growing the dada. Because it has become one too many. Using the judiciary to undermine the legislative arm of government and
all right, so see, so that's where the contention is. That's where so two different discussions and of course people think that the judiciary is being used to undermine the work of the legislature. Now others also think that the legislature led by the Right Honorable is also undermining the entire rule of law.
So I mean, I'm not getting it. Are they talking about the ode ketene ese kwanimu ananse omo kan die befa ketene so?
Well,
you see what I'm talking about? Yeah, and it has not been once. So this is not the first time. Okay, and as ye buy many lawyer phobia akasa. Especially, of course, you know, say I will definitely talk with Moses for money. And one thing I like about lawyer is that I mean, obe camera nasem and yet now one thing a lawyer can say we shouldn't just only be doing what is right, but we should be seeing to do what is right. Say or see office or shall no any law say free the day of John the Baptist up to now. Or who time Friday see I will be Friday and some kind way or so and not just said and the connecting it to the LGBT day and they got for how long we need a day and it be no more babetium. Sometimes some of us we feel say they are using too much of the judiciary to sometimes we feel like they are ruling the nation than governing the nation. At least sometimes say me do your mind so And so I saw me boo man by me do man and no yeah and why because I thought the first time I buy no I said it's needless what the NDC 4 years say vacancy and because time as soon as we are and so Sametra Akan the other side of the coin. Not just say I've come to really research the whole thing and realize that really said the ensure you know sounds in we are by I didn't see pain. I didn't see pain.
Almost say a see pain dear, but ne Joshua no the characteristics no and yet the same.
What's the difference?
Well, the difference is that in the first one, a political party writes to the Speaker of Parliament to say that you member back who says oh but this time you have not had any letters number one from the political parties and also the individuals saying say they are vacating their seat. So why do you declare it vacant?
And that political party na dey no maka no constitution no mo. Omo constitution say wodi nsuo yi show onum na onum say kim. Ese so wu right away. Nti ese dey come moche. Na wanum nsuo ne ho so da ho anya ese dey come moche.
Da be se pa ko ne be ka che so wo onum o wo onum. Boy dey me meka hwe nti so what are you acting?
But we already know say the wanum at the end. We know say it's in the constitution very clearly say who resign, who free mu, now who be independent candidate, and answer join another party. They use the English word automatically. I mean, you know, say Yanko school cry, see Yanko St. Peter's cry. Say at least
now remember
they better than me. And they mean, I just have investment code. Yes, and King Kensum put the call. I mean, come on, me home, become a reform. So, and King Kensum put the call. Fireman, you are watching. You at least you know you automatically actually out of the whole this thing. The second thing, not lawyer can say at the end when at the end see you know the way the MPP for must say yeah omumra back makotre is omumra back back so that they will come and do government business. I say NDC for sabotage the nation. Government business na hono e de no de koto e ye ka ma ba ade amaye sin so mo bae e no person baji become more than $50-something million what person somebody become while in fact demonstration e koso nyina I know say we are going to go there demonstration e koso nyina ba galam say they didn't even add to it. It show clearly said these people are very selfish or so now compare so the party colors.
Well, so selfishness on the part of the two sides of the device, I suppose. It's
selfishness on the both sides, but one is directly affecting the nation.
Okay.
Why am I saying that? Selfishness on the device of NDC, they just want to say there was a time that we have a president who has a minority in parliament. But that's almost selfishness. There also be at least finally who laugh best. They want to do that. But this one is a parliament brouhaha and political brouhaha. But say Galam say kosu nyinai a demonstration ni dia ben nyina chire. Na mo say okay mo ma parliament biem enti any NDC for mo ya mambofo. Yeah, Timasier. Now, letter by say Momra back because we are member for Mu sell me. Mu say Momra because you're here alone. Sebi with the greatest of respect. Now, Mofankoya mo campaign. What is this?
Well, I don't think say in the letter to Parliament, Omu koye campaign.
Of course. When did you write a letter to a bank to go and get a loan? That will care exactly what you are going to do.
Well, all right. Now, yasem na yeka na ye boha da me ka kire amanfo se metena konwa mu sana I speak the mind of our viewers inti me sheda ehwe de nka ahwefo bepese ye bebisa no na ye bisa inti ye boha kakra ni aboha kakra so bete say ye ka ha de a enka se ho ni ejina o enye ho ni ejina ana wa ma ntem so na aban ni ye ka ha de a enka se ho ni ejina o ye hwe de beboa omamu ni nyina enti nipa mienu na enya omontokwa weesi we na emum na yesoso a ye wo fom no eden na ye nsoso ye nka de meka no makase mpaibo ana ye bebo izanzani ni enim osofo minim se wo ko okes ana wie ye okọ prempe wan shada nko school papa bia but me am gina he me ko St Peters me wie na me sa atena ha ana me sa to aso ko St Peters computerized placement na ba na eba awofo na utumi se uhwe obi grade a we post wa ma me pa se me modern rewrem no nko St Peters say St Peters ubetimi de we yakọ Osofo placement na ba. Edien na wo kan fa.
Yeah, the kind na me person hit a little bit on what ahwefo e kan.
Yes.
Now of course as a moderator you hit the nail on the head. Me as a guest and so what I also say enye asem nyina na ejina finfin. Oye eja na asem bia bebe fie bia o jina finfin. Wa ha abese wo ma no.
No, but the question is that who determines the eyepa is the issue.
So then you are getting into the realms of relativism. So say because say say are you TV? So oh relatively negative. We will lose the job up in issue.
Well, it is so, but you see also because of the peculiar nature of this television network.
I know.
There is no way you can ever take sides, even if you have a side to it. It's the BS original free. Now we are not what to amateur for such a form when decide. Yanko computerized placement system.
Dedi kind. Uso bia sendi bibia bro. Na ase intimi St. Peters na wonim bibi ayi minister Duchum osofo and elder at the same time oyade bia manage ho pa or the people
from his constituency
no or the who got 24 19 18 need those no do man schools akese no from Prese to Prempe College. School I can say my name is Peter, so they be mama because I'm not sure some school can say and so the man school I can say no. And the principals complain and or say if it's not just because we bring you only the brilliant ones for you to have that name, it's because your teachers are good. Then actually one of the best ways say mo be fa o ma o mo nya ni bi na mo so matimi a push you up. Enti the St. Peters for where the modoba and or TV so okay was from or the man na munya hu bibi because if you believe you say you are good you should be able
oh but also for etimi si ye wo nkrofo bi a wo munya grade na kese say that we can 17 20 24 wo mu ko school ni mu say no wo ko hwe mu grade pa enti examination favors the fool no eduru ba bi e yampa enti anano ayede eye wayek for baha ni edi nkomo say they don't really use the wayek results no for any special advancement. They only use it for placement and because enye bibi aye sheda aye say ye dey pe susupuna ubejina, so they don't even have the percentage of saying say we are comparing it to last year or otherwise.
Yes, one of the things me person make, for example, when my firstborn was going to Infantipim, only aggregate 14.
Okay.
And Okoye.
Okay.
14 now.
14 dear. Anka. Enya de anka ese. That is the I know the story into candidacy point so that we know what we are talking about.
Onya aggregate
14.
Aggregate 14.
Okokwa buchi.
Oh no, sorry. Onya 9.
Okay. All right. 9. Oh 9. Okay. All right. Okay.
Onya 9.
Very well. But I still know where you are heading to. But even with 9 cry now ukokwa bucha. Still no.
9 no. Omo munya whatever once, we 6 once, 8 once. When the first semester exams by, one of the most difficult courses, science, physics. By now the whole school are top of physics.
Okay.
They were shocked. Say, hey, and was it being quite to me when around classmates in the the high ones and say, hey, where do you come from? Something like that. And sometimes we need to allow and give some of these people opportunity,
the chance
to be able to, and I really think they will do well.
Okay.
And now I don't know Mr. Mecca and their twice be him. Maybe Benadavle was saying something I thought is very important. There is no way school okoye and a bit mama waye bibi.
No, at all.
It is the okoye
at all. That's
because obi wa presec, obi wa prep college, obi wa St. Peter's. See yenim baby or at least some of our classes yenim baby or. I remember one time I'm driving at Sprinters Road. One of my classmates, me who no just say one of our classmates in London. I say oh Justice now him the guy they said they call it junkie. I don't understand that junkie, but me who no. What you say? Sani I say o school na o bowi say vuvuzela ni nyina no. Sana ade na funny trim kakra sa. Say a funny trim.
So what schools no ni ade?
Oh no ni ade.
Okay.
No ni ade. Na just say no obi enti. Sometimes the Bible says the race is not to the swift, neither the battle to the strong, nor yet riches to men of understanding, nor yet favor to men of skill, but time and chance happen to them alike. And sometimes, yes, school alcohol, but the alcohol is much more important.
All right, I shall for you better say, dear, yes, see, I can say, Abofrano. And yes, when you're 20 something, 30 something to unimadio, ebi and social no na uncle ye. Na sebi ubi any my dear to me control exams no fail. Into our phone in a monk come command to moyum. Oh, but Biara Benya Suku. By a bisano pays or ban when your suku and as a onyanya. Now when your schools were a hefa ana yadenato. Said ye tea Biara Acolano Obenya school. So the phone lines are open. Let's start our discussions right now. 0256253461 053350625. Mumremu na yentimi eninkomo. Well, media o friend na aka so obanya St. Peter's ya me bo abaso ebi a provisions ne kra na me to mereke e dia ama ya na
du be ne to mereke na se ne mo to mereke me siesia
eduru be bia dia keke nyina na se ye de ho aye hu na uko St. Peter's na wo be ye felu ana uko ba ko no so na wo be ko weni ba ko bi no te se prempe ne preseke fo so preseke fo a o mo fi quiz no ayo mo ye o.
Oh, this time Kwabo check come on no. Oh, ebia on say this according to say behind the scene me second born ti ha also see how the whole Kwabo nyame adom is part of the SU paying for ni bi na or no or can be say o ma who party be e wo Kwabo that every 10 years there's a certain group of normal their spirituality is very high, and secondly also they do very well academically in
the science and maths. All right, yanko Kumasi yanko say omo ko St. Peter's and say Kwaboche. Jeffrey. Hello, Jeffrey.
Yes, sir.
Jeffrey, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Hello, Jeffrey.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
Kumasi for mohoye.
Obia woye.
Yo, yada si yetio.
Me bano o tano dumasi.
Okay.
Kumasi. Unya school of Pai.
Okay. Good.
Pai SD.
Excellent. Oh, nice. Nice. A good school. The Pai SD a good school pa. Ana won peho.
Oh. Oh
yeah, good school. A fantastic school.
When you're 18, by now expect to open your high school near.
Oh, a school, papa, so akwala ni sua dia obeko nanim. Obeko. Yeah, that's it. Then you go sujina Kumasi hwa. Philo, good morning. Hello, Philo. Philo bomodi na gina ye na san frɛ. Bomodi na gina ye na san frɛ na online ni mu twitwa pa. Online ni mu twitwa. Yeah. All right. Also enti all right. Yanko ye kojo krom takrade. Isaac, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Empomwe.
Yami adu mpojo aso.
Boko. Mr. Yetio.
So pocho akra me peda me kan de. Those days near kade wo big schools.
Mhm.
Since yaran your classmate and you call UCC and you call Miniba and you call Lecon. I want to see I was spread out in all the schools.
Yeah.
Difference kakro woman there. Schools now are baked to Augustine and Fancy Film. One all students were in the development of the school facilities and maybe now. So no more say, but they are the same teachers now are spread out in the country.
Okay.
Into one year before we call young fan there, New Finland senior higher. There are quality teachers there. Now the parents will support the school no only teachers and they will bring something good out of the children. When you go to school, be a day into your honor, don't you good? No, we have equally good teachers over there, and with time, no. In that might be a fine.
Fantastic. I think you have a fantastic point. Fantastic. Philo, good morning.
Papa.
Yeah, this you.
Papa, na muwe.
Nyame adom ye ho ye.
Ela de unye chief we papa.
Yo, Mate. Hello, Philo Yetio. Hello, Philo. Oh, enede Adamo ni akabrechire pa na ne Philo ADSE. Enti ebe yi Philo esi nchen Quarcoo. Honorable.
Papa Fisher.
Afin kometu ye te unka che.
Me ofa na me mabusianfo nyina so omho form antenna ni obolo. I wish them speedy recovery.
All right.
Papa, I think the caller of prayer antenna and this low friend can send me now. By the grace of God, yetiminya akonya na nkura ni bi kasa. Every say me na nkura be too. Obo no mo a first treatment who need be buy. But no feel so entitled or school dia won pe. The kind last year, me ama sorry akura dia na wakwa SS na do form 2. Now omo yes enka ye pay transfer man ko school for free school no one in break kuma school na me say daddy. Form 2 no she's changing the environment entirely into omo man ko. And could you believe say come.
Wow.
Oh, inti Endra my sister and friend na me ka say school no e ka ho de na so umu na wunya mo. Inti school na wo nya no se obeyire wo ho. Na wo be bibia through trim say me pray na wo be ko school na your ho sua de a. I think that you can be able to make it. And I think we should be able to talk to our younger ones.
All right.
First school no and found it the overcall. You will be more for big schools. Schools are but they can't do anything with their finance.
Very true.
We are encouraging our younger ones to school. No, it's about them.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Yedase. Honorable Yedase. Anastasia.
Hello.
Hello, Anas. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. So, I just you.
Yeah, this you.
Paper show. All family in aggregate 15.
Onya say 16.
15.
15.
15. Now, Onya school.
Onya why?
Ebenezer.
Oh, Ebenezer, yeah.
Yes, you what up? Onya day.
Oh, okay. All right. Enti wo de no de obeye ne say region ni nyina no GS4 office no omo wo baabi a ye self placement. Enti ko ne ko emu ni committee bisa say regional GS office won ko ho na no mu nkonko di nkomo ne ka semi because takrade na wo ba Ebenezer ye day ekwan no wa enti wo kwa ha ombetimi ahwa ya ma enti ema wakuma entukura why hwehwe GS regional office why All right, Fireman, good morning. Nyame adom.
Political parties, no. The bomb of suspending on campaign. You better you better and I before your fantastic president, His Excellency, Nana Adodakwa Akufo-Addo. And what two are infinity led by a Otunfo. So Amunko, Namuka play for Suge. Now we will keep the area regime of what Sally is very for him. Say, Asumbe at the Poko. I'm my Yena Asumbe because a man of we demonstration in the because as in so far, number also now our someone of Asumbe no Kulum in Kenya in that in it is a man that almost to be the year, almost to be to that party. In the demonstration of we are we know we are to Papa. And I'm presiding bishop so me bona basuna and there you just the money pa.
Yo. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. All right. All right, young Coco for you achima. Mami kunedu ya mawachi emo akwaba. Hello, yeah, Tonka. Me pacho TV no ubetimi edum na na obedwom na nkamani beje ba.
Me pacho, you come and me for you na pacho. Me kunya 22 so ma mani school.
Onya 22 so ya mani school wa ho.
Ya mani school.
Okay. Enti enchirase ni means say schools now fire ni nyina no enye ade a 22 no betimi akwesa say bia de odi kan fire no womo mfa eye 22 de ofa de etoso mienu so no womo nhwe da mfa 22 enti san crofo ni nyina ye say mobeko eye regional GS for officer na wakwa ye self placement enti ubeko no ye wa school ni bi wo ha obewu say ya list on be self placement no ama na wo de omo atoto wa enti mensu kra yo all right enti ahwefo a mama entimi enya placement mama makomantu obiara benya school 22 ewe chire de ezo eni echire o eni echire bia obiara biara benya school ti yenyina yenka yakomantu yeyem na yenhwe ediebesi so fo nti yebeye na ya prapre chire na afi ya na yedi esi ha
okay so
okay yemfa eda form ye wi ana eda form
yes sir
morning Mr. Yetio.
Yo, I know better come in kind of time. You have a boy so for now on about to you stop missing your parliament again for no. I'm not many because you're your mind, not say you see a kind of they sell mine. And found when they say a party A or party B. Okay, I say. So share the AC parliament now. So Adiano, Ghana had your being say automatic. We don't need letters. So far as I need to file our letter commission, automatically or disqualified. Tell parliament. It is a crowd way or not to me, here to me, not the way you see judiciary, then you go minor, not parliament, no, oh, yeah, my parliament now useless. So I am very bad. I want to Nippon, you know, I cut out a theater, and you're fair. What I said, I am very Adobe, power plant said. On your hotel, I see I am glad you remember, so we are me a fashion designer. But I do so that I am I hire what you are there. Do so no hire until on your hotel, that's it.
Isaac.
Hello.
Isaac.
Yes, sir, Papa.
Me pacho faye ewie kra man.
Yo, Papa, asa na bidio na me pacho ibis onya ne ba nya 22 wenya school enwa.
Aye.
The secret here was na higher one. Papa yemfa Ebenezer senior higher care, for example. Yemfa the sign we declare 50 vacancy, business we declare 50, art we declare 50. Inti mbofama choose school I want 1 year the best no. Obo first 50. Inti say abofama Ebenezer senior higher for the first choice, offer third senior high, second choice, offer second senior high, third choice. Nothing. Ebenezer for 50 no. Abofama na qualified for that course no fair na. No we pia na ba takwadi senior high. Kindness takwadi senior high. It be so afana first choice. It that course no fair no so much na number of students that won't hear no about power unqualified, then they will push him to be a secondary. Secondary now for that course a third choice. You have an aspect. So what push one you worry yes. What schools now I don't wash it. Now the main I will take it into consideration. My end about 422 na school name going to meet the criteria or the
all right, yeah, you better say in church, echo ye pa, you better. Also for just under 1 minute now,
yeah. A free enra and mirror ho kakra. Mirror ho because among the how many presidential candidates no? Yantia a Geoffrey Ankase. Kradonko Efremo, as it's already in the news. Unfortunately, no, most of the media houses are not really talking about it. And I thought to say, I said, we are actually more dignifying personalities in certain political parties than others. They are all presidential candidates. Enti yema busuafo yako yema party omo party for so yako na the mechanic say easy for yesomado omo hwe ayiwe because I'm very dicey thing. We don't want a situation whereby afenum say a new balloting because it's going to bring a whole confusion and there's no way that they will say that they have to be automatic shifting. Now, because the reason why we can't do new balloting say, oh, be a number be shifted, but automatic balloting there and can call na bakunyina na the obomaka dia number and shifted. No, you no go agree. Okay. And you know, your bumpire say, nyame mo munyansa, no muntumi handle it, no mo handle the well. I have phone in say. And no more contribute nyina nyame enhra obia.
All right, enti nyame enhra obia. WTV so ana ye we dero part 2 ana ye wie no krakrakra. Monka hunu say fiti enra na jona ye de eto mu nyina manim say the presiding bishop of the Methodist Church is coming into the studio. Wow, eye nije sempa isan say Papa Asamoah Gyedu, the most reverend professor 𝗟𝗜𝗍𝗏𝗏 Asamoah Gyedu nyankopon adom ye de no si ekonwa so no afei ana wo ba be ma ye nyina ache oba be ma ye nyina ache ewo eye TV so nti ene obi antena ni TV ne chimpacho men shift crowd. Don't shift your dial because our Father is here and our Father is coming to speak to us. Mepacho enije samunkria ana yede brem. Until we are taking a short break. When we come back, it is an exclusive interview with the most reverend professor 𝗟𝗜𝗍𝗏𝗏 Asamoah Gyedu, still the occupant of the 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏 professorial chair of Christianity and Pentecostalism. And he just moments, we'll be back soon. We'll be back soon.
This is the Freeman Methodist Guest House Limited.